I told the teachers, if you want her to come to your school, you're gonna have to pick her up and bring her back home. So they were prepared to do that. But I contacted Miss Kibbe because they live on Harn, and she drove Elaine to Lakewood every day for 4 years.
Okay.
And I thought, well, she probably wouldn't mind taking her and picking her up. So she told me, oh, I can take her. So she's been at Bay Point and Sanderlin and Northeast the last 3 days. And then she was at Palmer University Monday and Tuesday.
Okay.
But anyway, I think she's having a good time.
Yeah, no, we saw her when the board took her out to dinner. I'm glad that we got to do that.
Good. Yeah, the pictures and stuff I've been getting her great, so.
I'm having some
Candy.
If not, we should just start the meeting
Chris's
without.
cell, I think I have it. Maybe.
Someone's starting coughing. I'm sorry, Sal, you're over one. But unless they are.
Of course.
Sorry.
Just sit next to the councilman anyway.
I've got 2 numbers for Chris. Did you find one?
Hey, Chris, it's Hoyt. Are you coming to the Sister Cities meeting? It's at 2 o'clock. Okay, but. Yeah, it's at 2:30, right? No, it's
The gang's here and he's not.
Well, the chair's not here yet, so.
Oh, that's true. But we do have enough for a meeting, right? Yep.
Right, you should give them 5 minutes to get here.
Yeah, we'll give them 5 minutes.
Oh, no, I,
Oh,
Are we on TV?
yes, it is being recorded.
Oh, so this is boring.
He's-
you want me to dance?
Let's do the wave.
Yeah, his direct line call. So thank you, Judith, appreciate your help. Bye-bye. She said, got a call from Whitehall, so it's not I know.
Yeah.
I would love to be your friend, but I don't want you to think I'm.
It's at 2:30, right? No, it's at 2 o'clock.
Just because we're.
Oh, friend me.
You were the one that like.
I don't.
And you have a new picture up.
Yes, I got.
Oh, yeah, that was from we do
Okay,
a
'cause
show
I've got a meeting
for
back
the
at City
elementary
Hall for
programs on
15
Day of the Dead.
This shouldn't take.
Okay,
So
okay,
it was
okay.
from our Day of the Dead show, yeah. Yeah, I need to take that back down. I was just gonna put it up
Meetings
for a
are
couple
now
of days.
recorded, but they're recorded
I don't
without,
understand how Facebook
they're just,
works.
so they start to reflect whether we're running or not.
Probably because of
I turned
Nona,
off the sound.
Sister City stuff.
And then they
I mean, is this on
Because I
CD
invited
right
you
now?
to look
Or
at
what
it.
is that?
When we were,
It's on.
Oh, okay.
If you had, then that would have been.
yeah, I think I did. I think I invited you, but.
Ah, there we go.
I don't
Maybe that's why.
So,
But I was
no, I try to,
We do
I
not
don't
have,
invite, I
2 years
don't
ago,
I don't
friend
remember
about
that.
it a lot, like family members and stuff like that, yes. But like my teachers.
I reported on the Clearwater website, so.
Yeah, yeah.
Professionally.
Yeah.
To
We know.
be involved in school business, you know, and I respect that, I mean, I have no problem with it. So if you friend me, I will definitely accept that friend request, but, you know, it's,
So, although it might be, the fall,
yeah, you can,
our time we're supposed to be up there was awesome.
yeah, that way you can. I used to do that, because when I was still teaching, at the high school, the kids would always.
I've been there in the winter.
And I would say, hey, nice to meet you. That's not what you friend. And, then I would just immediately hide them. I'd accept their friend request and then hide them.
Okay.
Because I don't wanna see their hijinks at college and all of that, and I don't wanna see drunken messages and
Right.
stuff like that. So I would just hide them, and then occasionally,
You're walking with a tennis racket.
what's going on, I can. And if they tag me in something, or whatever, then it shows up, if they're still friends with us. Yeah.
Yeah, it was kind of fun, but you know, I wouldn't want to do it again.
No.
Everywhere.
So,
But it really is new.
yeah.
Oh, she's organized, but remind him that
How did your airline work out?
when, God, my brain's blank.
I'm
Thank you.
supposed to be getting a refund, well, back to my credit back on my card, but I was told it may take up to 2 billing cycles before I see it. So I've been playing with my money for a couple of months before it gets back to me.
So did you insure yourself?
Yeah, I wasn't sure. The city insured our, the city insured
It's
our.
not insured.
Delta gave us credit.
Yeah. Exactly.
So, but we could travel. So, I said, we really ought to have a plan B.
We got, I think my airfare, my total airfare was just under $2,000 per person. And that was with an upgrade to Economy Plus, not Economy Plus for my wife and I. So it's like $4,000. Delta is refunding 3,000 of it, and then the insurance is refunding the other 1,000.
Oh, so Delta's actually.
There it is.
Delta's
There's something else.
Delta's for us.
We're going down to see her.
Chris and Mo. All I have to do is, I'll send you the papers and writings and Did you run?
It's a good thing City Hall's closer. Or, I used to be just first grad, yeah. Thank you, everyone. Blake, thank you for calling me.
Absolutely.
I had Judy tracking you down.
I was just leaving a street call.
Oh, bless your heart.
Okay. Does anyone need a copy of the agenda or the minutes?
I do, please. Here, we'll just pass them down, you sit there, right there.
Great.
Are there copies?
Yes. There we go.
It's on the back.
This is a copy of the resolution that's going to council this evening.
Those are all agendas.
I'm good.
And copies of the minutes.
So who's our vice chair?
Me.
Okay.
Shall we start? Is Mike not coming?
Mike is not coming today.
Oh, okay.
You're in charge.
I'm in charge.
These are long ones, this is a big chair.
I'd like to call the meeting to order, please. No, I'll just sit here.
Does anyone need any more minutes from the July meeting?
I don't know if you got a copy of that or not. You got it? Okay.
All right. So you need to take a minute to look at the minutes?
If anybody needs a copy, I have them. They've been sent out via email as well.
I'll make a motion to approve the minutes as submitted.
I second.
Is there any discussion? All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Minutes approved. All right, are there citizens to be heard regarding items not on the agenda?
I don't see it.
Excellent. New business. She's not here because of the time of the meeting changed.
That's
So, sorry about that. I was telling Candy, I felt terrible because she got bumped off of the school board agenda too.
Oh, no.
They bumped her to next month. And
Sure.
so when I got back, I said, she's not gonna be here next month. And they said, we're sorry, but they settled all of the contracts with all of the unions. And so that's the school board meeting. And so they didn't wanna add any of the, less serious business items to it this year. So unfortunately, so she didn't get to present to us or to them, so I felt kind of bad about that. But she was fine, and I talked to Kanazawa-san, and he was fine, and so I think it's okay. And she's having a great time. Candy said the Sister Cities folks met with her.
We took her out to dinner last week.
She's been to Countryside High School, Carwise Middle School, Safety Harbor Middle School, Palm Harbor University High School, Bay Point Elementary School, Sanderlin Middle School today, and tomorrow she's going to Northeast High School. And then the Sayonara party is on Sunday, thank you, Sunday at 12:30. Sally has RSVP'd, and Lucas and Candy, are you?
We'll try to be there. We're closing on the house tomorrow.
Oh, congratulations.
Very easy.
All right.
That's part of the reason I'm a little disorganized today. So.
No worries, no worries.
You were always
Thank you. So if there are other people who would like to come, that's all good, so let us know those so we can make sure we have enough food.
I will have absolutely make an appearance there.
Okay.
Will I have the family in tow? I don't know.
Okay.
But I will be there. to
That's
say
okay.
Bring them all.
Your family's not quite big enough that it's gonna be a big worry for us yet.
Yeah, that's true. Only one of them eats.
Right.
Yeah.
But I would like it if your whole family came, because then we can see the
You can
babies.
see the
Yeah,
babies.
yeah.
Of course, he's done a baby and
Oh, no. No, he's moving things on his own around the house. So I think we're gonna conscript him into moving some things for home.
Good luck with that. All right, let's go to old business. The details of the upcoming city council resolution. Chris?
All right, thank you. Just before we get into old business, I wanted to welcome Lucas. He is our new student representative.
Welcome, welcome.
And so we will go ahead and start. Review details of an upcoming city council resolution to approve the adoption of the sister city's relationship with Board of Friends. You all have a copy of the resolution. What that paperwork does is allows for the city to authorize city staff to enter into an agreement with Board to develop the themes common to both cities that can generate new programs, exchanges, and initiatives. And that will then officially get us to the stage at which we create the partnership agreement. The partnership agreement, according to Sister Cities International, is the document that sets out the terms of the relationship. It would codify our exchanges, the focus of our program, which, based on our shared interests, would be economics and tourism, as well as education. So it is a very exciting prospect. We had talked about Board's last meeting. They are steadfast in their support for it. They've passed their resolution, and they look forward to working with us. So we're on the right track.
Awesome. Is that going to today's council meeting?
Yes, it's tonight's meeting, and I see no reason it won't pass unanimously.
do you know where it's listed on the agenda for tonight's
It
meeting?
should be towards the beginning under legislative items.
I'll tell you where it is. Hold on a second here.
Because that wasn't at the last meeting while I was looking for that. What is the background of how this all came about?
So, go ahead.
I'll just tell real quick, how it came about is they messaged us on our Facebook page
Oh, really?
and then turned it over to the city.
Yes. The mayor wrote a letter of interest to our mayor expressing their interest in partnering as what they call Twin Cities. Forge was the founding headquarters of the Moen Syrup Company. They started there in 1912. They relocated here to Clearwater in 1996. And this is their North and South American operations hub.
So a business
though-
connection.
Yes, absolutely. And though they did say that the positioning of Clearwater was very good for land, sea, and air shipping, the beach, the proximity of the beach also helped with their decision to come here in the United States.
Go figure.
They are the largest syrup distributor of flavored syrups in the world. They distribute to over 75,000 restaurants here in North America alone.
Wow.
So they have quite the bustling operation here in the city.
Really?
Well, it is-
I'm very excited.
It is item number 11, 10.1 on the agenda. It won't be right at the beginning of it, I can tell you that. We've got the consent agenda, there's a couple items that are probably gonna get pulled, to my understanding.
Okay.
And then we have a discussion about the pedestrian bridge across Gulfview, which could take a little bit.
Yeah.
Then we have 13-second readings before we get to it. So it may be between 7:15 and 7:30 before we get to that part.
All right, I will park with it.
I was gonna
Dollar tapes with the diets.
I don't think there's any problem with it, so I don't think there's any need, but
Somebody made a bet that brewery wouldn't come here with the CRA, he won the bet, and they don't want to take it off. I can't think what the gentleman's name is, but they're leaving the dollar for him to come and get.
All right, so there it stands.
Yes.
Sorry, they're just really,
Well, I know it's
Really?
everybody asked.
yeah, okay.
well, and there's I think former Councilman Johnson is gonna pull one thing off the consent agenda as well, so he's gonna be here to pull something, so.
All right.
Okay.
Thank you very much for that report, Chris. Review.
Can-
Uh-huh.
I mean, is it appropriate for us to enthusiastically support doing this? I mean, I think We're
No,
not
right.
But I will definitely relay that message tonight.
Okay.
That we had a meeting today and that
Right, and I think in the past, we
not
did,
only
do
was
that,
it
yeah.
unanimous, it was very enthusiastically unanimous.
Yeah.
It's very well received.
yeah.
So maybe we should make it as a motion?
Well, it's already
We
been a
did.
motion at a previous meeting.
Oh,
I mean, we
okay.
can do
Sorry.
another one
I
if you
was
want.
not-
Yeah, the board in their previous meeting directed support for that program.
Right.
Okay,
Right.
cool.
Yeah, and this is the result, which is fantastic. It moves so fast.
Boyd, I would like to be there tonight, but I have company, but would you also relay that Sister Cities Inc. is very enthusiastic about it as well?
Be glad to.
All right, any further comments on 5.1? All right, let's move on to 5.2. Chris?
Okay. Review and update on the postponement of the 60th anniversary delegation to Nagano, Japan. As you likely have seen, Typhoon Hagibis did quite a bit of damage to Nagano Prefecture, Nagano City as well. The Chikuma River did overflow into the area that we had previously visited as part of the apple orchard tour. Once the flood waters rose even higher, the river crested and the evacuation was forced a second time. So Nagano was very severely impacted, as were the high-speed bullet trains. The rear yard was flooded with water going all the way up to the passenger windows. Nagano had sent us an initial message saying they would still love to have us and receive us. We kind of read a little bit into that, of them not wanting to have us postpone without our decision in that matter. And so within city staff and speaking with members of the council, we looked to a postponement and respectfully requested that we work with Nagano once they are back on their feet and to provide them with the ability to focus first on their citizens and not have to worry about hosting us at a time that they were in recovery mode. So we will work with them when they are indicating to us that they're ready to go ahead and begin preparations for that. As far as their trip here in October, it is still on and
Wait,
scheduled.
in February or?
They will be coming in October.
Oh, it's
We
October
had been
2020,
speaking
okay.
with them on February
I'm sorry.
quite some time ago, but it was then clarified to October.
And the high school group's still coming in December,
Correct.
and the middle school group's still coming in February. So it didn't, and the teachers here now, as we've already talked about, so. So it didn't impact those, but we've been in touch with, well, lots of us have been in touch with folks in Nagano, and I don't think that there were any deaths in Nagano, but there were a number of homes destroyed, and I know my host family that I stayed with in July, the mother and the grandfather had been working at shelters every day and collecting clothing and things like that, because there were people whose entire house and life was destroyed. So luckily, they were not killed, but.
And I still haven't heard from one of my host families that is on the Apple Road. So I'm concerned about that.
I know Lucas's family, their parents were over there during the typhoon, and that's when they shut down the train and everything.
They were gonna go, and then the typhoon came, and then they just had to evacuate back to Osaka. And,
So they couldn't go visit Nagano because of it.
I have been playing phone tag with Ron Collins from Tampa, interested in setting up some kind of concert or some kind of gathering that we would be able to draw support for our sister city. Despite a couple of attempts to talking with Sister Cities International and find what other cities have done in the past for a city that had been impacted by a natural disaster, with a protocol that we have not heard back from them. And we, Candy said that a member of your board is from correct? And she was doing some asking around over there.
She was, and what I did is I ended up emailing Mr. Takata.
Okay.
And I asked him that we would like, how can we help? We would like to send a monetary donation. Well, someone from, her name is Alexandra Harrison. She says coordinator for international relations. Okay. Well, she gave me how to make a foreign transfer to a bank.
Okay.
And so we were a little unsure of
Sure.
that. So before we did it, I wanted to, not that she would send me to the wrong place, but we just didn't understand. I didn't know if there was a Red Cross or if there was
Right.
that type of,
Let's continue and team up on back in Gonzalo's council,
Okay,
that they're aware of it, and they provide the instruction on how to do that. I would prefer that it go through, because they are so much protocol-based, I'd like to make sure all the folks at the top are aware and understanding of it before we jump the ladder at any point.
and that's, I think, why I was hesitant, because we have decided a $500 donation from Sister Cities is what we'd like to send over there, but we still want to participate in anything that the city does.
And I'll follow back up with you regarding Ron and the potential members.
Okay, great. Anything else on 5.2? All right, 5.3.
Provide direction on emeritus sister city status with Connemara, Greece, and Beyond, New South Wales, Australia. We have been in contact with both organizations, or both municipalities. We have not heard back, and this is spreading over at least 3 years with Connemara. I've tried a number of different contact people, but have yet to hear from them. They even converted into Greek at one point in time, translating my message. I did speak with a counselor from Wyong. They transferred to I guess would be closest to the equivalent of a county form of government over there. They still have representatives from each municipality. She stated that they were looking into their records but could not readily find anything establishing a relationship with Clearwater. Now, we are listed with Sister Cities International as a partner city with them, but I cannot locate anything, nor can they.
Yeah, there's a tree in front of City Hall, the
From
old
that?
City Hall. It's got a little plaque
Okay.
that they gifted the city.
Perhaps that was just the establishment of it, of a donation, but checking through our records, I cannot locate anything. So we have a decision, and this is not something that needs to be made today. We can certainly speak about it further. But what happens in Sister Cities International's protocols is there's a toolkit for a dormant program. And you can either transfer that program into an emeritus status, in which you still keep the name of the Sister Cities relationship. You're just not doing any active exchanges. And that's kind of where we're exactly at with both of these cities. We're partnered in name only, but we have no exchanges with them. So that is an option. There's also protocol for repealing that Sister Cities designation, but that feels like it's something that needn't really be done. It seems a little too, well, maybe negatively perceived if we were to do that. I could see, in a situation where the city does not exist anymore, or there's a situation in which the city requests that they be removed from it. But as far as this emeritus status, it would essentially say that.
Why would it be perceived in a negative light if we haven't been able to establish contact in over 3 years?
Oh, I'm saying, well, that's a good question.
I mean, I was aware of the Greece sisters. This is the first time I've ever seen anything about Australia.
Right.
I never
Yeah.
knew about it.
Right.
I mean, I've been on council for 12 years.
Yeah, we've got a certificate establishing with Greece,
Yeah.
and that's part of the Sister Cities Exchange collection.
We've talked about Greece because of the mayor being Greek and everything, but if they're not going to respond to us and we've reached out to them, I don't see where there's a negative connotation by just saying, we're done, and let's focus on Lino and Porsche.
Would you like to make a
I think
motion?
those both have great, let's just focus on those two, because those two have real, we're already, while Australia is beautiful, if I'm gonna fly to Japan for Sister Cities, while I'm on that side, I'm gonna go on down to Australia or something, and I'm not gonna do it twice.
Sure.
I'll make a motion that we, whatever the proper word is, to
Cancel our.
cancel our,
Dissolve relation.
dissolve the Sister Cities relationship due to many factors with calamari, Greece, and Way on New South Wales, Australia.
Is there a second?
Second.
Is there any discussion?
Anybody disagree with me?
Seeing none? All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Passed.
Okay. Well, this will, I will go ahead and then follow the protocols for dissolution of relationship.
I don't think we're gonna get any negative press.
I don't think that. From my contact with Wyong, they were sort of like, oh, okay, if you guys are interested in this, but yeah, it was very much a polite.
Take it off of your
where are you
plate,
coming
take
from?
it off of their
Right,
plate,
right.
let's move on.
Yep.
Yeah, okay. All right, 5.4?
Review details of upcoming high school exchange from Nagano for December 6th through 14th, 2019. So this is our scheduled upcoming high school trip. We have 5 travelers and 1 chaperone. We are currently looking for homestay hosts for 5 female students. So if you, or
5 students and a chaperone, or 4 students and a chaperone?
5.
And
Okay.
I'm going to make the assumption that the chaperone is female.
Yes.
Yeah, it's gonna be.
And as of right now, we have no host.
We have not. I've gone through all of our applications that we've received recently, and none of them are A, of the correct gender students at home, or B, within the city of Clearwater, which I'm fine with going outside the city if we need, or C, of the appropriate age level of the occupants of the home. It's some options for the teacher to stay, but she's requested to stay with Linda Dempsey. So if that does not come through, we do have some backup options for her, but we're looking primarily for the students. There was one from Christina Joseph, who Hannah Joseph went to Japan last time, but currently they have a Rotary student with them. And Rotary prohibits doubling up any of the students, so unfortunately they can't host this time around, but are an option in the future.
Any of the former, besides Hannah Joseph, any of the former high school or like,
Well, I think, yeah, definitely, but I think the problem is that they have to go through Chris's link. So I've sent it to him, but that's gonna add a layer of, so, a lot of them are coming on Sunday, so I think on Sunday we can talk to everybody about it and see, you know, what might be possible.
The link, though it takes a moment to go ahead and fill in the application, it's our diligence to do the
Oh,
background
absolutely.
checks and make sure that we're following up, that it's a safe environment for our travelers.
Right. I think, please let me make sure you understand, I think it's a good idea. I just think that in the past, because they didn't have to do that, maybe there are people who are thinking that they'll do it, but, you know, they haven't quite gotten there yet.
is it all right if I reach out to some of our former
Absolutely.
ambassadors?
Sure.
Yep.
Because they would be in high school now,
Mhm.
so I'll see.
Thank you. And sort of piggybacking off this item, we do have an interest that just came in this afternoon regarding the trip in February on the dates for that. I don't have the email with me right now as I flew out of the office very quickly. But Pam, do you remember the dates?
Yeah, Candy's got it here.
February 7th to the 11th.
Okay.
You know what, I didn't check to see when Super Bowl is. Seems like they usually come on the bye week. That might be,
I think the Super Bowl is the Sunday before that.
And I wanted to check the.
not that it
testing
matters, but it
process.
seems like they're around here.
Super Bowl 2020 is February 2nd.
Okay, all right.
Does that work with the academic calendars?
That's what I'm checking right now. That's what I wanted to do and I hadn't gotten around to it.
And I would be happy to put an email out again to our young ambassadors to see if any of them would.
And if they can't host for this, I hold all their applications and we'll call them each time around when we're looking for homestay hosts. So even if they can't host in December, please encourage them to apply so I can have them in our roster.
Now, who's coming in February?
February's middle school.
But yeah, it looks clear for exams and testing.
So those are probably good dates then. And
Yeah,
then
February
you-
24th is the earliest testing, so.
And then would you contact them?
Yes, I can contact back and
Okay.
indicate that.
So you said 7 through 11, Candy?
Yes.
So does that mean they come on the 7th and leave on the 11th?
I don't have that's what I assume.
Yeah, I think so. Their visit's always super short.
Yeah.
So it's really only one day
Yeah,
that they can be in school.
right. That's usual. And I usually send them to Carwise because James is there and he arranges an amazing, experience for him, so.
That's good.
And for back to the high school, I think we're gonna go with Thursday for the Clearwater Day, is that correct? And then, so they'll be at Countryside High Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, and then they'll shadow a student on Friday at Palm Harbor University. So on the Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, when they go, they stay together in a group, and they do presentations in some classes, and then they attend some classes. And then at Palm Harbor University, they shadow an individual student for the day. And then Nick Radner, who's one of the teachers who went last summer, has already arranged for them to all have lunch together with the kids they're shadowing and things like that. So it's a nice experience for
And
them.
what was the Thursday?
The Thursday's the Clearwater Day.
Oh,
Clearwater City Tour.
Yeah.
Lucas, are you at Palm Harbor?
Yes, I
Mhm.
am.
Yeah. Don't worry, I've already got it on my list.
Lucas, if you know of any fellow students that would, their homes would be open for snow
For sure, yeah.
Thank you.
Spread it around.
Thank you very much.
Going back to something you said earlier, the short stays for the middle school kids, has there been anything attempt to make it longer, or, because I know we go for 2 weeks, they only come for 6 days, and they only visit school for 1 day, so.
Yeah, we always recommend that to them, but with their school calendars and the way it goes for them, it's really not reasonable for them to do it another time. That we've even suggested that they, wait until some of their holidays, but you know how it's so programmed there that they have things, even though it's Golden Week and they're not at school, they still have things that they have to do during that time, so this is the best. And they said, the high school students stay longer, which they do stay a little bit longer, but, and usually the middle school students want to do a park or something like that, whereas the high school students have requested not to do that because they really want to be in the schools. So, we try to accommodate what they want to do. We've recommended a longer visit, but
Which just shows me that you really did enjoy the Nagano part and being with these families and the.
yeah, that's some of the feedback that we gave them about the high school program too, because they had us in Tokyo for 3 days at the beginning. And we said, we want more time in Nagano because, Tokyo's nice, but it's so big and you're so tired when you're trying to adjust to the time change. And it would have been nice to be able to spend a little bit more resting time at home and then do some activities in Nagano. Because we really, even though we were there for 2 weeks, we really didn't have any time to just shop or walk down the street on our own or anything like that. So I think they're actually going to do that for this coming year. So it'll be great. All right. Anything else on 5.4? All right. Director, who's the director? Oh, Candy. Candy, do you have a report?
I do have a report. We've been a little busy since we last met. On September 7th, we had a moon viewing event at Moccasin Lake. And thank you to the library and Parks and Recreation and Christopher for setting it up. Someone from the library, I'm sorry, I don't remember his name, but he brought the telescopes. And everyone loved him, and he was so gracious about setting it up, even though he'd been a little ill that day. But we had over 200 people that showed up.
Wow.
So, and The gentleman at the park had the park open and let people go, which we weren't expecting the park to be open for us, but we felt like it was a great event, brought a lot of people in, and a lot of people that don't usually come to our events. Somehow they were able to find it online and just showed up.
That's awesome.
So we were glad that we opened up Sister Cities to a bigger audience. And Sunday, we had our annual Hamburger Mary's event, which is our main event to raise money for our scholarship fund. A little disappointing, we only made 700, where the year before we made 975, and then the first time we made 1,500. So I don't know, in the past, the people who won the 50-50 have given the money back, and I know that this time they didn't, so. But we have a couple of events coming up. We have, we're doing a tree for the Festival of Trees to decorate, and that will help ARC of Tampa Bay. And then November 21st, we're going down to Sanderlin, the IB school. They've asked us to be there. They have a dinner, and Japan is the focus this year, so they've asked us to participate. December 19th, we do a Bonakai, which is an end-of-year party. And then we'll start the year out January 26th with our membership social. We're still trying to partner up with the Clearwater Historical Society. Really would like to have a display in when the Nagano delegation comes in October. I know that Christopher's been working on with it too.
Yes. We need to do an appraisal of the collection that we have, mainly the bell and the armor, but just to account for any insurance, and then risk management, we'll check and see if we can cover that under our existing insurance policy, because it does need to be insured while it's on the historical society premises.
Where is the bell now?
It's in municipal building.
Oh, it's still there, okay.
So the president did tell me that they would give us a room exclusive for Sister Cities. So, and if we could get it to coincide with the delegation, I think that would be great.
I would get it.
Yeah, we've got a while, so. So I bring this up again now with the typhoon, and I know that Nagano is usually too nice. Are we imposing on them to send the students over this summer?
This coming summer?
Yeah, do you think that would be
I
okay?
think they should have plenty of time to.
Yeah, even the schools that were damaged were open again within 3 days.
Okay.
So I think it's okay. There were people whose homes were destroyed, but I think that they do have some cleanup to do, but I don't think it would keep them from having that.
And the word I'm getting is that a lot of the Shinkansen and infrastructure services will be up and running at the
Yeah.
end of the year.
Okay, all right. Well, again, I didn't want to impose if they were not ready for it, but I don't think they would tell that to us.
Yeah, that's nice.
And now we
Well,
are,
we can revisit and ask Fumi. Fumi will give us an honest answer when she's here.
okay.
So,
And we are starting, with that, we are starting to plan anyway for our 2020 trip, and hopefully we'll have the applications for the chaperone and the student out this weekend. And then we're doing a meet and greet for the students in December.
What was the date of the Bonakai? I haven't gotten that
December 19th, I think I did the save the date, but I'll do
up.
something.
all right. Thank you, Candy. Any other board members to be heard?
One more item is that our high school application is out for the 2020 trip, and that will close on December the 3rd, December the 2nd of this year. And so it's available online, but if anyone's interested, they can also contact me. Just through the city manager's office is fine, or directly at 562-4067.
I am going to send an email out with our information. Is it all right to include your information as
Please,
well?
yes.
Okay.
Anything you need, let me know.
Okay.
And I've got a newsletter going out tomorrow, Candy. You don't
I can
have,
send it to
can
you.
you send it to me for tomorrow?
Yes.
Okay.
You want just the chaperone application, or you want student?
Whichever one. Actually, if you can just give me links to those, that would be the best.
I don't have them linked anyplace. We're still working on our webpage.
Okay. Well, then I can put them someplace. So if you can send them to me, I can put them someplace where they can get in.
Send this to me so I can link it on our website.
Okay.
Okay, I was gonna say, and let me link it to Clearwater.
Okay, then I'll send it
Just
to
to
you.
the Sister Cities page? Okay,
Okay,
I'll do that.
thank you.
Okay. All right, anybody else?
I hope you will keep us in touch on what you're hearing from the Nagano officials, that, you know, all of us are really, you know, we have a stake in this.
Yes.
And we want to be sure that we're doing whatever we can do, gesture or action to.
I've checked in a few times on Facebook with Ian Masa, who's the same kind of equivalent of me over there. And he said things have been kind of rough, but it's always looks worse. And then you start getting to it and you kind of move faster than you think you might have. So the malaise, the kind of, ooh, it's over at this point, and they're exhibiting very much Japanese can-do attitude of get past this and things are going to be fine.
Yeah, that's what my host mother worked like in the big hat during the Olympics. That was her volunteer job. And so her team that did that together are the ones who are manning the shelters and doing all the collection of clothing and working together with this. And it's, I mean, they're all over Facebook every day. It's all in Japanese, so I have to click the translation. But and the translations are not good. But you know, it's very heartening to see how they're coming together and working, and
They're pretty amazing.
yeah, it's awesome. All right, anything further? Is there a motion to adjourn?
So move.
All in favor?
Aye.
We are adjourned.
Thanks everyone for a couple of
Chris,
minutes.
would you like-